any man can learn anything he will, but no man can teach except to those who want to learn. Henry Ford. I will repeat again, and I want you to go as I read. Any man can learn anything he will. Any person will learn anything you teach him. But no man can teach except to those who want to learn. You know if you teach person where no one learn. Henry Ford. For the past 2 days, I've been thinking, what is wrong in Nigeria and what is wrong with Nigerians? Why haven't we, for the past 65 years, why haven't we learned anything? Is it so difficult to learn? But the truth is that Henry Ford just said it. We don't want to learn. It's not as if it's difficult to learn. It's not as if it's difficult to learn democracy. It's just that we just don't want to learn. Then he went further to say, nothing can be made except by makers. Nothing can be managed except by manager. Money cannot make anything, and money cannot manage anything. Nigeria cannot be great because we don't have great men. Many of them. Nigeria cannot be pure because we don't have too many men that are pure at heart. Nigeria cannot be politically revolutionist country because we don't have too many Peter Obi around. Nigeria, I'm afraid to say it, we are destined to fail. We are destined to be ruined. You know why? Too many evil forces, too many bad people, too many sadists. The good people are so few. I remember what Benjamin Franklin said, that if you fail to plan, it means you have just planned to fail. The thing is, in Nigeria, we don't even plan. So we are destined to fail. I have a political godfather. I remember when, during the time or the ending of and the beginning of Jonathan, when Jonathan was a little bit shaky, I was looking at the whole thing. I said, Nigerians, we are not free. The executive so much uses veto power to subdue the common people. And the legislative is also an instrument that is used to press the common people. And finally, the judiciary is what these three arms of government use to simply put their hands on our neck. My political godfather said, no, Ephraim, you are wrong. He said, the worst political administration, the worst political regime, the worst civilian rule is better than the best military rule. That was what he told me. That the worst civilian rule is better than the best military rule because you have your freedom. So I called him yesterday. I said, bros, he said, how you doing now? I said, I'm fine. I said, I remember what you told me, that the worst civilian rule is better than the best military rule. I said, how is the Nigeria scenario now? You know what he told me? He said, my boy, all formulas, all rules, all logical thinking, Nigeria's situation beats them. That now he have seen that even the worst military rule then in the 70s, in the 80s, is better than what we have now. Let's go back to the military rules. No matter who the governors is during the military era, they give rights to local governments. They encourage local governments and they respect traditional ruler. But what we have now, how many governors have refused to do local government election in their states? Too many. Even Buhari has his bad said that the governors have tied their hands, have tied the hands of the federal government, because now the government are acting as a stumbling block between federal and the local governments. And local government, this is where you have the people. How many governors have not, in fact, civilian governors have even used the legislative against itself? How many governors don't even have House of Assembly? How many governors uses the judges to pursue their political selfishness? Too many. We were talking and he accepted. He said yes, he was wrong, that the worst civilian rule is not better than the best military rule, that Nigeria is doomed. Everybody has accepted that Nigeria is doomed. So the issue now is, what do we do? Do Nigeria have hope? Do Nigeria have hope? I will go back to Henry Ford. He said, the remains of the old must be decently laid away, the parts of the new prepared. That is the difference between revolution and progress. The remains of the old must be decently laid away, the part of the new prepared. That is the difference between revolution and progress. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I have paid my own part and I can't kill myself. No. I remember 2014. The Spanish government called me. I was overdue for nationality, but I didn't want to. I was 10 years overdue. I didn't want to. So by 2004, I was due. 2004, I was due for nationality, but I did not. I said no. But 2014, I was called to come and take my nationality. I went there, did everything. And when I was asked to swear the oaths of allegiance to another country, of course, then that was what I think. I started shedding tears. I was crying. The judge felt it was tears of joy. So he was happy with me. But I have to make him know, no, this is not tears of joy. This is tears of sadness. I told him, I would not. I love my country, my motherland so well. So he said, well, no problem. You have 3 years to think it over. 3 years to think it over. If before 3 years, you should come and tell us. If not, we'll cancel your application. I said, okay. So 2015, I was happy. I said I wanted to go to Nigeria and see. It was not encouraging. It was as if Nigeria was at war. The streets show signs of war. Families at home show signs of war. Markets show signs of war. Schools show signs of war. The policeman in the streets shows signs of war. How will a policeman go apart with faded to the extent that it started to thaw? I watched the guy talking and I noticed that that guy was at war with himself. Visit streets. Even the Ukraine war that is going on was not as dissected as the streets in Nigeria. I said, okay, let me go and visit my old areas. Took my elder's brother's Jeep. We could not. There was no road. That is how Nigeria has been. I told myself I was going to fight to make the change. And since then, I've come out preaching for a better Nigeria. It looked as if all hope was lost until Peter Obi came to the board. He revived the hope in me. I was beginning to say, yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. But the way things are going now, it is very clear. The majority carry the vote. And the truth of the matter is, Nigerians, majority are not prepared. Majority are evils and majority are bad. Even those that are good, because of the perpetual state of poverty, the few elites have always used them and will keep using them. I also believe if Jesus Christ was to come as a person among Nigerians, Jesus Christ will be betrayed. Not once, not twice. You know why? We have faith to plan. And that means we have planned to fail. Nigeria is destined to fail. Like I said before, if you are a man, if you are a woman, and you are in diaspora, do one thing for me. Fight for your wife. Fight for your husband. Fight for your sons. Fight for your daughters. Fight for your families. Fight for your mom. Fight for your dad. Fight for your brother. And fight for your sister. Fight for your kinsmen. Fight for your community. And stop there. A country is built on trust. A leader should have the trust of the people. So, isn't this, let's assume Obi did not win. Isn't Tinubu's regime going to be worse than the Fulani herdsmen? I rest my case. You know why? I don't have the strength to fight for Nigeria no more. Because I know Nigeria is destined to fail. So if it's the first time you've seen our video, this is Ini TV. We are global and social commentator. I will ask you to please subscribe to this channel. Remember, life is give and take. Let's have your opinion. Nigeria as a country, do you have hope? Do you think we can do a positive turnaround? Let us know in the comments section. Maybe you can motivate us, because we lack the zeal to carry on now. We lack the power to take the first step, because the situation in Nigeria has been like a knee on our neck. Remember, after you subscribe to this channel, just press like. And for those returning subscribers, we'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't give up. maybe your comment can encourage us too. We also ask you to please comment. Remember, as it is a culture in this channel, we'll say choose, ciao, au revoir, adios. We'll catch you when we make the next video. Until then, bye bye. God is our only hope.